Hi, I'm Kerry Straine, President and CEO of Straine Consulting, and today in our Partnering for Success series, sponsored by East West Bank, I want to share with you how you can overcome workplace negativity. You may find it interesting to learn that there's a lot of research on workplace negativity, as more than half of the U.S. workers say they're unhappy in their jobs, according to the Conference Board data. And as you might be experiencing in your practice, studies have found that being exposed to constant complaining damages productivity. Robert Sapolsky, professor of neurology and neurological sciences at Stanford University, says, exposure to nonstop negativity can disrupt learning, memory, attention, and judgment, all especially important qualities in a physician. The brain, he says, can only handle so much stimuli at once before it begins losing the ability to concentrate or remember, especially if the steady stream of negativity sparks distressing emotions. It's important to understand that people criticize, grumble, and whine for a variety of reasons. The most benign people in this category are those who use complaints, put-downs, and negative humor as pathways to create intimacy with others in their environment, what we call unaware and uninformed and unsophisticated communication. Many people talk bad about others to shift the focus from their own mistakes, their own screw-ups and failures, an effective strategy to keep everyone off balance and off one's back, at least for a while. Others are so in need of attention, approval, and appreciation that they put other people down in order to make themselves look good. The most damaging type of complainer is the one who seeks power and uses a constant stream of negativity about their boss or some other target to gain influence and attract a coalition of supporters to their side. We recommend dealing with this situation with a clear request for positive, objective, and descriptive communication during every encounter and exchange of information. At Straine, we have zero tolerance for negative, subjective, and judgmental communication. We address violations to our communication policy immediately. We realize that as an employee of the practice, your position on the org chart is not as weighty as the owner's, yet your influence can be powerful and might be the catalyst for the change for which you and probably others are looking. Although it may sound like we're trivializing the seriousness of this epidemic of negativity, we believe that every obnoxious behavior at its very foundation is a cry out for help. When dealing with any disconnect on goals, values, behavior, or emotion, we always recommend approaching the situation with love, which at its most basic means to delight in and approve. An important element of love is commitment. And psychologist Erich Fromm maintained in his book, The Art of Love, that love is not merely a feeling, but is also actions, and that in fact, the feeling of love is superficial in comparison to one's commitment to love via a series of loving actions over time. Fromm held that love is ultimately not a feeling at all, but rather is a commitment to and adherence to loving actions towards another, oneself, or many others over a sustained duration. We urge approaching your colleagues with love as the first step in rectifying the situation, applying these 4 actions as needed. L, leave when the negativity is overpowering or overwhelming. Sometimes the only thing you can do is walk away from a toxic person or situation. O, offer another perspective to the complainer for consideration, one that is positive, objective, and descriptive. V, validate statements made by the complainer that are negative yet objective and descriptive, and offer to join the complainer as an instrument for positive change. And E, encourage the complainer to look within and determine if the complaints are intended to create intimacy, avoid responsibility, gain recognition, or to mobilize power. As we teach at Straine, leaders always touch a heart before they ask for a hand. We at East West Bank and Straine Consulting have partnered together to help you with your practice's goals. For a thorough review of your practice's performance and how to achieve greater success, contact us at www.straine.com or contact your local East West Bank representative.